Hello there everyone, welcome back to my maths channel. We have been discussing the concepts of probability in detail. We have successfully discussed the concepts of coins as well as the concept of two dice. Today we are going to understand the concept of cards. So till ninth class, most of the students don't know anything about cards unless or until they play cards, and most of the students find it difficult to remember the face cards, the aces, the kings. So firstly, I will be giving you a description of how many cards are there and what kind of cards are there, right? So be ready because it will be a kind of basic things, but these are really important in attempting sums of cards. So what we'll do, firstly, we'll talk about cards, the details. How many total cards are there in a deck? In a deck, there are total 52 cards, right? And talking about the colors, there are two colored cards. Black cards are 26 and red cards are also 26. So keep this thing in mind. Black are 26 and red are 26. So talking about the signs or symbols, I must say. There are total 4 symbols. Talking about the black ones, there are spades. The symbol can be like this, right? The next black card is clubs. The symbol can be, it's like a flower. Now talking about the red ones, there are hearts and there are diamonds. As you can see that there are total 52 cards in a deck. 26 are black, 26 are red, and I have written that spades, clubs are black. It means spades are 13, clubs are 13. Similarly, hearts are 13 and diamonds are also 13. So whenever you will talk about one particular symbol, you must know that each symbol cards are 13 in number. Now apart from that, what kind of cards are there? In every sign there is one king, one queen, one jack, and the very first card, that is known as an ace. So one ace, and after that, of course, from 10 to 2 number, these are numbered cards, right? So of course, if spades have a king, a queen and jack, a king and queen and jack of clubs, king and queen and jack of hearts, and king and queen and jack of diamonds, so there will be in total 12 face cards. King, queen and jack are known as the face cards because of course there are some kind of person's drawing are there on these cards, so that's why these are considered as face cards. Now there are total 12 face cards, and how many aces are there? Of course, one ace, one, and one, so there are total 4 aces, right? So whenever they will talk about face cards, you know what they are talking about, and whenever they will talk about ace, you will know what they are talking about. Now in this way, the cards can be explained very easily. So the total number of outcomes, of course, until or unless it is mentioned that few cards are taken out of a deck before taking another card, then your total card, the total number of outcomes in cards problem is always 52 unless or until it's mentioned, right? So total number of cards will always be 52, and the rest of the cases that will be given, of course the probability of which cases you have to find, you have to determine, so that will be given. So now let's talk about some of the examples so that we can get this concept in our head very easily. So for an example, we can take that one card is drawn from a shuffle deck of 52 cards. It means the total is 52 cards, right? We have to calculate the probability that the taken out card is an ace. So the card should be an ace. Now what is probability? That is favorable outcomes over total outcomes. So probability, of course, in the denominator there are total outcomes, so total there are 52. Now the card should be an ace. So just think that how many aces are in a deck. Of course, one ace of spades, one of clubs, one of hearts, and one of diamonds. So in total there are 4 aces, and after dividing it you will get 1 upon 13 as your probability. Of course, it's an ace card. There are 4 aces, each of one symbol. For an example, in the second, it is that not be an ace, right? So the card that is taken out shouldn't be an ace. There are two methods of finding this. In the very starting video of probability, I have explained that probability of happening of an event is equals to 1 minus probability of not happening of that event, or vice versa. So first thing is that, for example, it is the probability of an ace, PA. We can write probability of not an ace is 1 minus the probability of an ace. So of course, what is the probability of an ace? That is 1 upon 13. 1 minus 1 upon 13, it will be equal to 12 upon 13. First method is this, using the probability formula. Second method is, of course, favorable outcomes over total outcomes. So now we know that total outcomes are 52 anyhow, but favorable outcomes, it is to not be an ace. How many aces are there? There are 4. So apart from aces, how many cards will be there? Of course, 52 minus 4, that is 48. So that card be anyone from these 48. So our favorable outcomes will be 48 upon 52, and when you will divide this you will again get the same answer as 12 upon 13. So it totally depends on your understanding that what formula you are going to apply. It can be found out with any of the formulas. You must know the formulas, of course, right? Now for more examples, I can say we have to find the probability of a red king, right? So of course, red king, how many total kings are there? Of course, 4 kings, right? But we have to find the probability of a red king. So 2 kings are of black color and 2 kings are of red color. So our favorable outcomes are 2. Now here is the thing, most of the students get confused here because it's saying that we have to find the probability of a king of red color. So they say that we have to take the total outcomes as number of kings, right? But no, we have to take the total number of outcomes as 52 only, because we are taking a card from a well shuffled deck of complete 52 cards. So the total number of outcomes will again be 52. So of course the probability is 2 upon 52. It means 1 upon 26 will be your answer. Now for another example, find the probability of a face card. So how many total face cards are there? Of course 12 face cards. So total favorable outcomes will be 12. Total, again it will be 52, and you can divide it like 4 3s are 12 and 4 13s are 52. 3 upon 13 will be your probability. In this way, if you are knowing the outcomes, if you are knowing the basic pattern of cards, that what color, what symbols are there, you can easily solve the sums including cards. So it's the easiest thing. So now we have dealt with 3 major concepts including probability: the cards, the dice, and the coins. And there are other few sums, that a ball can be taken out from a bag or anything. Those are very easy ones, and you can try those yourself. If you find any problem in any of the sum, don't hesitate in messaging me directly on my Instagram ID. It's given in the description, and you can also use the comment section, right? Thanks for watching my videos, and we will be starting a new chapter soon. You can also suggest which chapter to be started by me or else I will choose myself, right? So thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Have a good day, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel before leaving, so I can offer you the same content, the similar content in a more helpful way, right? So see you in the next video. Have a good day. Bye.